Hi VC, this is Aaron Muth Alamir, and today I am doing the letter E. My record's in the letter E, and this has a big variety of genres in here. There's a lot of classic rock, some hard rock and metal, and some surprises that even surprised me. My two most surprising records of my collection are in this. So I'll start off with the Eagles. Of course, this is a great album, their debut. I like the Eagles a lot, and this has some great songs, of course. Take It Easy, Witchy Woman, Peaceful Easy Feelings on here. They're all really good. And this is the one that doesn't fold up. And there's the label there. And pretty cool. Take It Easy was actually co-written with Jackson Browne. That's pretty cool. And I like that record a lot. Kind of, everyone knows what the Eagles sound like. And I got some Desperado. Another great record by them. I really like the Eagles. They're really good. Some of my favorites on here: Tequila Sunrise and Outlaw Man's really good. Duel and Dalton. There's some good stuff on here. Desperado, of course. There's that one. Then On the Border, another really good album. It's got Already Gone. That's a great one. James Dean. Good Day in Hell's really good. The Best of My Love. These three are the Don Henley, Byrne lead, and Glenn Fry, and who's the other guy? Don Felder era of the band, and it's really good. They're a little more country-ish at the beginning. They got a little harder as they went when they changed members. And then One of These Nights, another really good record. Opens from the top. There's the label. They're all the same label here. And that song's really good. One of These Nights, and After the Thrill Is Gone's good. Take It to the Limit's really good. Lion Eyes, they're a really good band. And then we got the Greatest Hits, one of the biggest selling records of all time. Their first Greatest Hits. Every song is classic on here. Take It Easy, Witchy Woman, Lion Eyes, Already Gone, Desperado, on and on. I believe that has the same label, or it might be custom on this. Yeah, it's a custom label on this one. Then we got Hotel California. That's where Joe Walsh and Timothy B. Schmidt came in. And this is a classic album. It's one of my wife's favorites. She loves this album. Especially the song Hotel California. And that's a really good song. There's a custom label here. New Kid in Town, Life in the Fast Lane. Joe Walsh added a little harder element to them, which is really cool. Wasted Time, good stuff. Then we got The Long Run, another good record. A little mellower than Hotel California, but it's got some really good stuff as well. You can't go wrong with the Eagles. They're a great band. Custom labels there. And this one has the Timothy B. Schmidt song, I believe, is on I Can't Tell You Why, which is one of my wife's favorites. She loves that. It's a good song. I like it too. And the Greeks Don't Want No Freaks. That's really good because I'm part Greek, so I really like that one. Sad Cafe, Heartache Tonight, one of Glenn Fry's best. Really good album. We got Greatest Hits Volume 2, another really good one. It's basically a best of Hotel California and The Long Run. Seven Bridges Road, that's a really good one too. And then I've got the Eagles Live, another good record. They're a good live band. And this is a double record with the custom labels there. Pretty good record. It's got a lot of really good stuff. This also includes Seven Bridges Road has such good harmonies on it. It's really good. And it's that's really good. Now, one of my favorite bands. This band originates from Caius in a way, because Josh Homme is the guitarist of Caius. They're a great band, and he's actually the drummer for this. It's Tim and Jesse the Devil Hughes. They're called the Eagles of Death Metal. They're not a death metal band, but that's their name. And they have additional musicians in the studio and on tour with them. But this is their first record, Eagles of Death Metal, Peace, Love, Death Metal. Really good. It's very raw. You can hear in between songs them talking about the songs. It's pretty cool. My favorites on here are Sanberdue, Sunburn, and it's all good. And they do a cover of Stuck in the Middle, that's called Stuck in the Metal. Steelers Will song. It's really good. Who'll Kiss the Devil's on here. Midnight Creeper. They're kind of a hard rock bluesy band with some funk kind of mixed in. And here's the record here. And this is typically what they all do. There'll be a side boogie and a side woogie, and that's kind of describes how they are. They're kind of a hard-edged, they're kind of an edgy band, but it's like that, and they're really good. I really enjoy them. And then here's their second album, Heart On, and there's the two guys there, Josh Homme and Jesse the Devil Hughes. Baby Duck is his nickname, one of his nicknames. He has a couple. There's the inner sleeve, and this one's cool. It's got, they're all these albums are good. This is I used to dance. I used to couldn't dance. Tight Pants. That's really good. Want to Be in LA is great. Every song. I like every song these guys do. They're really good. And this one's pretty cool because it includes a single here in it. And some versions of this album have it and some don't. With this 45, it's got As Nice as I Can Be and Fairy Tale in Real Time. And they're both really good. Josh Homme is such an amazing musician. I mean, he's a guitarist of Caius and Queens of the Stone Age and Them Crooked Vultures, and he's an amazing guitarist, very influential. He helped create the stoner rock era with Caius, he's a drum. He plays drums on these guys, and he's an amazing drummer too. It's just crazy how good he is. And this is my favorite record they did, called Zipper Down. It's an amazing record. There it is, and there's the two guys here. And this album is so good. It's got Complexity, which is just a great song. And I just love the lyrics. Silver Lake is really good. Got a Woman. I Love You All the Time is excellent. And Oh Girl, Got the Power. Skin Tight Boogie is really good. And they do a cover of Save a Prayer by Duran Duran. It's amazing on here. And instead of using like the instrument that Duran Duran uses on that to make the weird noise, they actually like do it vocally, which is really cool. And this is cool because it comes with a big booklet, and they have a really good sense of humor. You can tell by these pictures. There's pictures of them and the lyrics. And this is one of my favorite albums in the last 10 years, maybe other than the Clutch records and maybe Dee Snider's newest record. This is my favorite record in the last 10 years. It's so good, excellent. If you ever get a chance to check that record out. Then we've got, this is, okay, so they were on tour, on Ozfest. You were on tour or on an Ozfest thing, and Sharon Osbourne didn't care for them, called them the Pigeons of Shit Metal. And so this is their answer to that, kind of, that's what this is called. And it's cover songs by Jesse Hughes, the guitarist, and he's the main force behind this band. There's the labels here. And it's really cool. It's got, It's So Easy, the Guns N' Roses song, but he put all these songs, these cover songs he does, he puts his own spin on and makes them different. If they're a real heavy song, he'll kind of blues them out. If they're a mellow song, he will make them real heavy. And he just has a really unique take on it. It's got Beat on the Brat from the Ramones. It's really good. But my favorite on this is called Gouge Away. It's a Pixies song. It's amazing. It's just a great song. I'd never heard of the Pixies until I heard Gouge Away on this. Now I've been trying to find Pixies records, and I've got one of them, and they sound like Nirvana almost ripped them off when I hear the Pixie records. They're so good. And it's got So Alive, which is a Love and Rocket songs. Abracadabra, the Steve Miller. You'll never hear a version as good as this. It's really different. There is a version of Abracadabra. And then this here is what they did is that's a really hard one to get. This is a expanded version of it. Certified bronze, for giving away more copies than we sold. As I said, they have a really good sense of humor. And this is my favorite cover album of all time. And I like, either cover songs, I either love them or hate them. And these are amazing. It starts off with God of Thunder from Kiss. And that's, he does it kind of, if you've ever heard the demos of Paul Stanley's version, it's more like that. And then it's got It's So Easy from Guns N' Roses. High Voltage, It's a Long Way to the Top If You Want to Rock and Roll. He mixes those two AC/DC songs into one, and it's really cool. It starts at the whole beginning as High Voltage, and towards the middle it goes into the other, then they mix together. That's got So Alive, Beat on the Brat, and Abracadabra. Then on the B side, they do a Careless Whisper from Wham, but it's a heavy version. You don't even really recognize it until it gets to the chorus. And it's really, really good. And then the most surprising thing on this is called Family Affair. It's a Mary J. Blige song. I'm not a big hip-hop fan, but that's probably my favorite song on here. It's really good. It's only this guy could do it and pull it off and make it that good. It's just it's amazing. And they got The Hunger, and just dropped in to see what condition my condition is in. Moon Age Daydream, I think that's a Bowie song. But this is, if you ever want a cover album, this is the one to get. It's really good. Now I've got my favorite country artist. I'm not big into country, but I do like this artist, and this is Steve Earl, Guitar Town. Pretty good record. This is a little more country twang than his later stuff, and that's what I don't care for, is the twangy voices sometimes. But I appreciate the musicianship in country music. It's just the voices throw me off a lot. Well, this is a pretty good record here. And then I got Steve Earle and the Dukes, EZO. That's another good one. All his stuff is pretty good. He's kind of a unique artist. I really like Steve Earle. And then Steve Earle and the Dukes, The Hard Way. Another good record. And Jerusalem. This is a good one. It's got, the song Jerusalem's really good. John Walker Blues. This is a good record here. And then my favorite Steve Earle record is Washington Square Serenade. This record here is great all the way through. Starts with Tennessee Blues, and it's got Down Here Below. Satellite Radio is really good. Jericho Road. Oxycontin Blues is on here. But the best on this is the last three. Steve's Hammer and Days Aren't Long Enough with Allison Moorer and Way Down in the Hole. Those songs are really good. This album is excellent all the way through. My favorite country record ever, easily. I really like that. Then we got a hard rock band from the 70s called Earthquake. This is 8.5. They're pretty good, just regular hard rock. I don't know these guys as well as some other bands, but I've listened to it a few times and I like it. Just 70s classic to hard rock. And then I have one of their other albums called Leveled. They're a pretty good band. They're good hard rock stuff. Now I've got some Earth, Wind and Fire, the best of Volume 1. It's pretty good. I like September, and they do the Beatles song "Got to Get You Into My Life" on here, which is good, and Shining Star. I know most of these songs from hard rock bands redo them actually, so like Stryper did Shining Star, but it's pretty good. I like that. Then I've got a band an artist my mom used to listen to all the time, and I got a few records by her. Sheena Easton. This one's got Morning Train. That was a big hit off here, and she's all right for what she is. It's pretty good stuff. This regular EMI label there. And then I've got her second album, You Could Have Been With Me. And then I've got a collection, her greatest hits. Got For Your Eyes Only, that's cool, the James Bond song. Morning Train, Strut, Sugar Walls, they're pretty good. And here's a really underrated classic rock record. This is good. Welter, Egan, Not Shy. This is a really good record. Of course, it's got the song Magnet and Steel, which is really good. It has Stevie Nicks singing on background vocals on that. Lindsey Buckingham actually produced this, and him and Stevie Nicks appear on about half the songs on it. Either one or the other, or both of them, either playing guitar or vocally. And this is a really good record. I really like this. It's good. Now for the two most surprising albums in my collection. I usually don't like modern music, especially pop, but for some reason I bought these for my wife and I ended up kind of liking them. And it's Billie Eilish. This is her first album with Ocean Eyes on it and Bellyache. And she's I like her because she's a little different. She doesn't sound like she's a manufactured pop artist like a lot of them do, where all the songs sound the exact same. And then here's her album, what's it called? Yeah, and she's pretty good for a new artist. I like that she's self-produced, does her own songs, and her lyrics are dark but have a lot of meaning behind them. So I really appreciate that. And I've got a really good band called ELO. Everyone knows them. Jeff Lynne's band, of course. And you got Evil Woman, Strange Magic. Those are great songs on this one. And he was part of the Traveling Wilburys too. Jeff Lynne, he's a really good musician. I've got a New World record. That's another good one. I think Telephone Line is on this, if I remember. Yep, Telephone Line. And Do Ya, which I love that because of how Ace Frehley redid it. I love that cover of Do Ya, Ace Frehley did. That's the original is on here. And then I got ELO's Greatest Hits, which is pretty much, if you're not big into them, it's pretty much all you need. It's got all their big hits. Turn to Stone's really good. Can't Get It Out of My Head. They're a good band. Jeff Lynne's a really good songwriter. And here's a really good one here. This is Ronnie James Dio's first band, Elf. I'm a huge Ronnie James Dio fan. I like all of his stuff he's ever done. And he actually goes by a different name on this. It is Ronald Padanova, and he plays bass on this as well, bass and vocals. But it's Ronnie James Dio, Elf, and most of these members actually were on Blackmore's Rainbow, first record. They were the musicians on that, and then they changed musicians for Rainbow Rising and so on. But this is an excellent record. Hoochie Coochie Lady and Nevermore, I'm Coming Back for You. It's really different than his other stuff. It's more just rockabilly maybe. It's it's not as hard rock, but it's really good. And then I've got Carolina County Ball, another one by Elf. And this one's really good too. It's anything with Ronnie James Dio. It's got a song called Rainbow on here, so that's kind of cool. And he's such a great singer, Ronnie James Dio. I love him. He goes by Ronnie Dio on the second album. And then here's a really interesting band here. This is called Elephant's Memory, and this is an excellent record. And what this is these guys played with John Lennon and the Plastic Ono Band. They did some records with them, and they played on them with them. And it's a really good record. I like this a lot. It's on the Beatles label, and it's kind of a psych band, but rock, garage rock kind of. They're really good. Elephant's Memory. It's surprised at how heavy it was actually. It's a really good album. Good stuff there. And then I got some Emerson, Lake and Palmer. They're a great band. One or two of them formed Asia later on. This is a good record here. Really progressive rock, good stuff. Then I've got Trilogy, another good one. They're great musicians, these guys. And then I've got Works, it's a double record, and it has side 1 is Keith Emerson, side 2 is Greg Lake, side 3 is Carmel Palmer, and side 4 is all of them together. So it's kind of cool. And it's a trifold here. Shows them all on the inside. If I can get it. There you go. Yeah. They're a pretty good band. I like them. And then I got Works Volume 2 as well. Another good one. If you like prog, you'll love these guys. And most, anyone that likes prog pretty much knows them pretty well. So, and then here's an album from my childhood here. My mom had this record when it came out, and so I heard it a lot when I was young, and I kind of like it. It's Nights Are Forever from England Dan and John Ford Coley. And the big songs off here were I'd Really Love to See You Tonight and Nights Are Forever. And it's a pretty good record. It's kind of mellowish, but it's good. It's good like folk. Pretty folky pop stuff. Pretty good stuff. And then I got Brian Eno and David Byrne. This is a really good record. I haven't heard it too much yet because I just got it on the recent finds here. And My Life in the Bush of Ghosts. And it's a very different record. It's all alternative, It's pretty good. And I got some Eurythmics, Sweet Dreams. Everyone knows that song. Annie Lennox, of course. Pretty good stuff. It's good, good new wave stuff. Of course, you got the songs "Sweet Dreams," and I'm sure there's another one or two I know off this record. But I know my stepdad and mom used to listen to this a lot. But it's pretty good. And I got the very best of the Everly Brothers. They're a great singing duo. "Bye Bye Love," "Wake Up Little Susie," "Kathy's Clown." Pretty good stuff here. There's the label there. It must be a repress because of the label, you can tell. Then some Exile, Mixed Emotions. More of in the disco era. This had Kiss You All Over, which Adam Sandler kind of remade famous in one of his movies. Pretty good. It's all right. And here's a really good band here from Japan. EZO. This is their first album produced by Gene Simmons, and they're a really great band. House of a Thousand Pleasures, Flashback, Heart Attack, Here It Comes, Desire. Really good band. I like EZO a lot. They're my second favorite Japanese band. I like Loudness a little better, but they're really good as well. And I've also got a couple of 12-inch singles of them. Flashback, Heart Attack. It talks about the band on the back. And these 12-inch singles, I really like how they sound. And then House of a Thousand Pleasures with Desire. And I hate those inners like that, but there you go, it's Geffen. And then finally I have their second record, Fire Fire. This, of course, had A Million Miles Away, which is a really good song. Got a lot of play on MTV when it was out. It's a good record. I prefer the first one, but this is a good record as well. They're a good band. I like EZO. So next time up, when I continue my record series, I will start with the Fs, and a lot of great bands. A lot of good heavy metal, a lot of good classic rock, some, all kinds of stuff. So, all right, well, thank you, and rock it up.